Welcome back everybody, this is Danny Code, and we're continuing on with our Avorion playthrough here. As you can see, I am doing a little mining, as you do, and I also have created a new ship. This new ship is going to be probably the framework of what we're going to use for the rest of the playthrough, or at least the majority of it, I hope. So what I've done, and I'll just show you in the build menu here, just a second. Okay, so let's go into the build menu. So what I've done is, it's obviously very, very ugly and just very boxy right now, and we'll do something about that as well. But the main thing I did with this one is I made it out of a lot of assembly blocks, or I'm sorry, a lot of framework blocks. So whenever I have something to upgrade, or I need something upgraded, what I do is I just go in here in the view menu and I select framework and then go to the block that I want upgraded. Say I want some energy, more energy containers, so I want more batteries. All I have to do is hit the Alt key, as long as we have it selected, hit the Alt key, hover over one of these frameworks and click on those frameworks like that, and I'm going to make it on either side, so we'll do it on this side as well. And there we go. So we have more batteries, so we have more of those. So whatever I need to upgrade, I just have a ton of framework here underneath everything that I can upgrade it to. So when I do expand this ship, let's turn off the turn off this here. So when I do expand the ship, I'm probably going to put some more framework on the wings here and make it more of a torpedo shape maybe. But for now, I wanted to show you guys that. Throughout this episode, maybe I will do a little bit more building on it. But for now, let's just get on with what we need to get on with. I also wanted to show you guys. So I've been playing, like, every time there's a new episode, I'm playing between the episodes too. So like this is the 5th or 6th week of playtime that I've had in this series. So I have been adding stations and things like that. So let's just go over what I have already so you guys know. These are the ships. So, and then after Weeping Angel, actually, by the way, this is what I named the new ship, Weeping Angel Command. If you guys get that reference, go ahead and put it down in the comments. I'm sure most of you probably will. Anyways, so at the moment I have a coal mine, 2 noble metal mines. By the way, these noble metal mines are really good money makers, I've found. Like, of all the mines, these ones, I think, not that they make the most, but I think they make the most consistent money. Anyway, so I have a coal mine, 2 noble metal mines, and an oil mine, or oil rig, I should say. And those are all the mineable asteroids that I found. And then I have 2 stations. So I have the station that I built in the last episode, the solar power plant. And this one is, I know it's not named it, but station 2, as you can see, is a water collector. And that's in the same sector. So this is how I'm making a lot of my money, just to let you guys know. And I think I want to actually, let me see here. So we don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of product here. There's not a lot of product here too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the section that this oil mine is in, and I'm going to upgrade this this one here to a bigger one that will produce more, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So let me go ahead and let this guy over here on Trash Panda Command, or not Trash Panda Command, Weeping Angel Command. Let's exit and have him mine, and then we'll go over to the sector where we have the oil rig there. So let's just have him mine here. And let's see. And as you can see, I've been doing a lot of exploring. Let's see. The oil mine, the easiest way to find that, or easiest way to go to that sector is going to be like this. And then we can just go to the sector. Let's just switch. What do we have there? Okay, so we just have the oil rig. So we'll just switch to that. Okay, so we're in our oil rig. Let's just bring this up here a little bit. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the trade menu. Oops. As I press all the wrong buttons here. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the trade menu here. And I'm going to upgrade it. So 1.5 million to upgrade it. So right now it's producing 2 processes. It's having 2 processes. So if we go to, let's see here if we can see that. Yeah, so right here you can see underneath the HP level, we have these 2 processes running. So every time one of those gets done, we get more oil. So what I want to do is I want to upgrade, and for each upgrade, let me see how many we have. 4 million, so over 4 million, so we can do 1 and 2. Yeah, why not 2? So we upgraded it to 2, so now we have the 4 processes. So what I'm going to do is show you guys that. Now let's get out of there. All right, so now we have 4 processes. So now we basically doubled our processing power. So we're getting much more oil, so we can sell a lot more. So, and as you can see here, now we're oil rig L, where we were oil rig S before. So small, large, or small, medium, large, and I think extra large is the next one. And I think that's it. I'm not sure. Let me just look real quick. So we can, and it's not going to show me. Let's go back to the trade menu here. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. So when we upgrade it again, we'll figure that out. So I think there's only a few more levels up that you can go. But for now, we doubled our production, so that's really cool. All right, so let's go back to our main command ship here. And let's just go into the sector. And we'll go into Weeping Angel commands and switch into that. There we go. Okay. So the 2 main goals I want for this episode is I'm going to be looking for boss walks. I don't think I'm ready for them quite yet. So in this episode, what I'd like to also do is make sure that we are upgrading, because as you can see right now, we don't have a lot of offensive guns here. We do have a lot of stuff for mining. So what I may do is reconfigure these into more of an offensive stance and then put on some more turrets. But basically I want to look for boss walks and see what we can do there. And also I'd like to get some Trinium, because I'd really like to get hangars. So if you'll notice here, let's just do this. The first resource that we can get hangars is Trinium, and I really like hangars. I really like to get my my fighters out there and do that thing. And we can also, I think we can. I'm probably gonna put on some torpedo launchers in this episode as well. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So I am going to be on the lookout for Trinium. And if we look at our map, and I don't have the resource display anymore for the map resource display. I do have, by the way, and as you notice, in the last episode I did mention that I did have to force this mod to show the resources over here in the upper left hand corner. I did that, and we're we're good to go. So it's working for me. So they're there again. Anyways, the resource mod, or the resource view that I'm talking about, is on the map, is the resource rings. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but it'll show you where in general the resources are, where you can find them. And I think right about here we're looking at neonite. So like right about, oops, get out of it. So like right about here, we found some neonite in this area. So I think if we get into here, in this area here, we're just gonna sneak in here and go and get some, hopefully not get killed, we can actually find some Trinium. So I'm going to do that. That's my goal here. So I will be right back. Alright, so one thing that I've decided to do is on my journey to go find some more Trinium, you can see that I took this wormhole and I'm back in the section here where I found the Neonite. But in my journey here, I want to go ahead and I found an equipment dock here, and I want to go ahead and see what we have as far as turrets that we can upgrade to. So here we go. So mining, double cannon turret, so nothing really great. Here's a cannon turret. That may be alright. So this is, yeah. So we may go grab that. Let me see what I already have. So I already have, what kind of turrets do we already have here? So, yeah, I don't think we have any cannons yet. So that would probably be a pretty good upgrade there. But I'm going to, let me see what else we have on the map here. Do we have any other equipment docks? We don't. Okay, so I'm going to keep on looking. And like I said, in my search for Trinium, I'm going to kind of hit up and look for some pretty cool upgrades that I can stick on the ship. So, yeah, okay, so I'll be right back. And does anybody else see it? I see it. I see a body here with some arms and a little head. Oh, there's the head. There's this, we're in the neck right now, and here are the legs. Anyways, I just saw that. Okay, so let's look at, let's see if we can't help with these. Looks like Zotan jumped in. So they're not going to be our enemy until we do something like this. Until we start shooting. And then we can select them, and then they will start shooting at us. Okay, so let's go try to help with those guys. So they're up here. There we go. I'm trying to pick as many fights as I can. So if I kill something, maybe I'll get a good turret that way. Oh, so he's... So our guns, yeah, our guns are not helping us at all. We're helping a little bit. Not a lot bit. Yeah, there we go. So our guns just aren't really good at on his shields there. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade our guns. Alright, did you throw off anything good? No. Apparently didn't. Alright, so how about you? As you can see too, we're getting shot at pretty well. So we're going to have to be very, very careful here. You know, I did think about actually upping the difficulty here, because we're on expert right now. But I actually thought about putting it up to insane or hardcore. If you guys want to see that, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. But I think we can handle it, actually. Now that I'm doing the expert, I think we can handle it. As long as we are cautious, and as long as we're doing what we're supposed to be doing and upgrading and whatnot, I think we can probably handle a higher difficulty. So if you guys want to see that, let me know down in the comments as I get shot here by this guy's lightning gun. Just kind of poking around the edges here to wait for all the other guys to... let's do this guy. He doesn't have any shields left, so we probably have a little bit more damage on him. But yeah, if you guys want to see like a higher difficulty, let me know down in the comments. And we will certainly turn it up. I think we're ready for it. Ooh, as you fire at me, and you are knocking me out good. Alright. Alright, so this guy is almost dead. So hopefully he throws off something alright. There we go. Not really. Alright, so I think this guy's a little tougher, so what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of bite around the edges. And by the way, this new ship, even though it does need some refining and it needs to be looking a little bit better, it is very responsive, it is very quick, and it is very good. So I made sure of that. So it turns on a dime, it does what it has to do. And you're almost dead as well. Nice, nice, nice. And I think this is the last one. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks like it. What's that? Yeah. And there we go. All right. So, did you throw off anything? No, you did not. All right. Well, I'm not gonna salvage these guys. Well, you know what? I am gonna salvage these guys. But to do that, we're gonna need to take off a few of our. Let's turn off this mirroring here. We're gonna need to take off a few of our mining turrets here. We'll turn on that one and that one. That one. Okay, so we'll stick on some salvaging turrets here. We don't want the R ones right now, so we'll just stick these kind of in a cluster here. Looks fine to me. Trinium salvaging. Should be able to put 3 on, I think. Iron, titanium. Alright. And I think that's it. Let's just look at the menu here. Ship menu. No, we should be able to put 1 more on, I think. While we're here, give this a group. Let's see, any more good ones? Those are R's. Iron. Okay, so we'll just do this. This one here should be good. All right. It's making quick work out of him. Okay, so I'll be right back, and maybe they'll actually go ahead and throw something good off. Oh boy, he threw off a bunch of good stuff, actually. I'm glad I stuck around to salvage him. Alright, let's just do this. Let's tell him to salvage the rest of them. There we go. Alright, so it looks like... Let's see here. So we're kind of like this. We're still got that little guy here. The little body and arms and legs. And here it looks like we're starting to get into Trinium territory, because we have a resource depot here that has, if we talk to them, and we're going to head over there and get it. So we got some Trinium here. We have nothing on our ship at the moment that will mine the Trinium, so we definitely just have to buy it. But that is definitely good news. So we're gonna go ahead here and buy some, but we're definitely gonna need more. So we're gonna continue on kind of down in this area and see if we can't find some more. I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy a few of these launcher turrets. We're in the same system that I just bought the Trinium from, but it has an equipment dock, and I think I'm gonna buy these launcher turrets as well, because I want something that has a lot of range to it, and these have 16.09, because I don't want to get in too close and personal, because with the other ones, with the ones I have on now, Wrong buttons. With the chain guns and the bolters, you have to get in pretty quick, or you have to get in pretty close. Like this one has only a range of 662. These only have a range of 3.9, and this one is 321. So the furthest they can be away is like 6.62. So, and we also have a point defense turret, so we'll keep that one on. So, but we'll probably change out these chain gun ones, or maybe each of one of these two, and then put on those other turrets. So let me see, do they have two? I didn't see if they had two. Yeah, so 2 launcher turrets. So we'll go ahead and try those and see how those do in a fight. And yeah, so I think that'll be good. So let's go and grab those. Alright, so we'll dock right here. Get in there, get in there. There it goes. Okay. And let's grab those launchers. And what do we have here for upgrades? Radar. Ooh, maybe a radar. Because I have a radar on now that's pretty weak. Yeah, I think that's the only thing worth buying here. Yeah, so let me, hold on, let me look. So I have, yeah, so I have this radar here. So let's take that off. We're at equipment docks, we can. And let's go ahead, oh, and do we have, what do we have here? So maybe an upgraded turret control system as well. So let's see what we got. I didn't see any, but I didn't see anything good, but let's see what we got here. Nah, we'll leave that alone. So we'll just buy this radar upgrade here. Just need one of those. So that should be nice. So let's go ahead and install that guy. And we will permanently go on. So 2, 3, so it's 5. Has a range of 8. A radar range of 4, but a deep scan rate of 8. So that's good. Okay. I like it. Very cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and put on our new launcher turrets. So what do we got here? So these are the offensive turrets just down here. And what did I want to take off? I wanted to take off... Yeah, let's take off the chain guns. We can always put them back on. So we'll take off the chain guns and then put on the launchers. Sounds good to me. So let's reduce this, by the way, because that's kind of annoying. Alright. So this one, even though it's an exceptional one, we'll take that off. Bolter. And there's the chain gun. Right there. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and put the launchers on. And there they are. So hopefully these are good. Oh, I have to of neonite. So let's go ahead and we'll stick some neonite just kind of right on the sides here, I think. Yeah, and that's just that big. So let's see here. We don't got a lot of neonite, so let's go ahead and just do... Yeah, let's just do that. And I just want to scale it up that way once, and that way once, and that should fit the turrets, and we'll mirror this. And this is just a temporary, I think, maybe temporary, or we'll just keep it that way, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Alright, so let's get our launcher turrets and stick them on there. Beauty. And why didn't it go on the other side? Let's get this out of the way. Oh, because these, I didn't even check that. These take more slots. Okay. Alright. So let's go ahead and take off this one as well. Hopefully that'll give us enough slots. point defense. We can always take off the point defense one too. It's not really doing us too much good. There we go. That's fine. And I'm going to move this point defense one out. Turn off this mirroring real quick. And let's see. Is that our best point defense? So we have a double one. The range is 746. Again, I want to, for point defense, you kind of want them to have as much range with as much damage. I mean, that's natural, right? So I guess this one here should be fine. And we'll stick that right in the middle there. Looks good to me. So that'll have a cone of influence like around the front, which is good. When we get more slots, we'll put another one on top and on bottom here. So that should cover most of the ship. But the one out here in the front, because most of them are coming from the front ways anyways. So that's good. Okay, so let's go ahead, and this is, what we're doing, 2 for those and 1 for offensive. So that, I think, is correct. So if I'm looking at my loadout here, let's just get the ship out of the way. So if I'm looking at my loadout, and that is correct. So these are on defense for the point defense, and these are on automatic for the launchers. Okay. All right, well, the next fight we're in, we'll test them out. We may need to change them mid-fight. Who knows? Okay. All right, so I am still on the lookout for much more Trinium. So, all right, so I'll be right back. All right, so this resource depot has a good chunk of Trinium, so we're going to grab it from there. And hopefully that's enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building my hangar bays here in this sector. So that should work, maybe. All right, so let's just grab ourselves some of this Trinium from this guy here. And a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Trade resources, Trinium, yeah, so they have almost 30,000, so that's good. Let's grab all of that. It's a good chunk of money there. Okay, so let's see. Let's just kind of cruise out here a little bit so we're not too close to the station. Go into build mode. Okay, so where do we want the hangars? I think just out back here, maybe. Or do we want them underneath? Alright, let's see how big we can get them. And let's go ahead. And I like them coming out the sides. So we're replacing this time maybe a little temporary. What I'm going to do, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do them just right here. So let's see, we got kind of that big right there. And as tall. So I want them tall as that is. Alright, I think I got that. Okay. So that should be good for now. If we need some more hangars, we can always put more on someplace else, maybe in the back or something like that. But I think that'll be good for now. Again, we're going to make the ship look much better in the coming episodes. But for now, we're just going to have to wait for it to, we're going to have to look at it this way. So, okay. So that should give us enough for fighters. So if we look at now our hangars, let's just put a couple new squads here. And then when we get to the next fighter factory, do we have one here? No, we don't. Oh, do we have an equipment dock here? No, we don't. Okay. All right. So again, we'll make the ship a lot better looking in the next episodes, or maybe even a little bit in this episode. But for now, it's just going to kind of look square and boxy and ugly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, now that we know we can get some Trinium here, we can definitely get some Neonite in this area. We're going to head back. I think we're going to head back into this area, kind of make this our home for a little while, and look for some fights, and look to upgrade our ship, and also look for boss walks. And I think boss walks, if I read it correctly, you have to do 10 jumps in areas that are blank areas, so they can't have blips in them of any kind or anything else. So just blank areas. So all right, so I'm going to make my way back over here, and I'll be right back. All right, so we have an equipment dock here. So let's see what kind of fighters they have. Oops, nope, wrong one. Trade equipment. There we go. Is that a Zotan? What are they fighting over there? Okay, so we'll deal with that in a minute. Alright, torpedoes, utilities, fighters. So what I want to do right now is I want to get some utility fighters, like some salvaging fighters is what I'm really looking for right now. And we don't have any, so we're going to go ahead and continue looking. So, alright, I'll be right back. Oh, okay, so we have 5 salvaging fighters. So we will take that from this guy here. And that is good. So that will start our fighter fleet. And with that, so the salvaging ones, with that, then we will look for a battle, test out our launcher turrets as well, and try not to hit anything here. Ooh, that was close. Alright, so we'll go get these, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got those 5. So let's just pull away from the station here a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into our squad menu here. Alright, so and another reason I don't want to do fighters right now, like fighters, like weapon fighters, like turret fighters, is because I don't want to lose too many at the moment. They're pretty expensive, and I can't replace them automatically on my ship. In the future, what we'll do, let's get out of here real quick. In the future, what we'll do, and I don't think we have it here, but there's assembly blocks. Oh, we do have some assembly blocks. Oh, so how much? So we only have under 8,000. So maybe let's put on some assembly blocks. Let me go ahead and use my upgrade system here and see if we can't just stick some on here, like here, maybe. Yeah, and then maybe here. Well, keep them kind of, doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. Just stick on as many as we can. Then we can actually make blueprints and create them. So, I forgot about that. So, I forgot that Trinium, we have the blocks for Trinium. Assembly blocks. Alright, looks like we may need some crew. Yeah, so we just need, no, we got the crew we need. Okay, cool. So now if we go into our thing here, we can make this a blueprint. Sacrifice one of those. And now we can actually make them. So, just like that. And then it should start. Oh, not enough resources. I forgot about that. Oh, so these are neonite. So we're going to go grab some neonite. And, yeah, I think we have resource depot here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Okay, so we're going to grab some neonite. And that's very important to make these. So, completely forgot about that bit. Okay, so I'll be right back again. Okay, so 20,000 neonite. Oh, did I buy it? Nope, I didn't. Oh boy. Oh, we are running out of money. Okay, so these take how much neonite? These take... I forgot how to tell. So these take how much neonite? Okay, so there it is. Okay, so the cost is, yeah, so the cost is quite high. So we're just gonna have to make sure that we get stocked with some neonite. We don't have a lot of credits right now, so that's another issue. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go find a fight, and in the meantime, I will just do a little mining. There should be some neonite in this sector, actually. So I'll do a little mining, and yeah. So I'll be right back when we find a fight. Ooh, okay, so a ship in our sector is calling for help. By the way, I completely forgot that launcher turrets kinda suck. So I put on some laser turrets and some other turrets that may help us. So I think we should be good with those. And I just want to concentrate on one guy at a time here, guys. There we go. So yeah, so I got some laser turrets, and boy, yeah, those launcher turrets really weren't good. I mean, they're good for some situations, like if you have other turrets, and if a launcher turret projectile actually hits something, it does a good amount of damage. But for the most part, they are very inaccurate, even though they have a good distance to them. But yeah, so there we go. So we just did a little bit of fighting with those guys, and that is cool. And so now I'm going to go ahead and launch my fighters so I can salvage these. And as you can see, we are producing them. So we're producing them pretty slowly, but they are being produced. So I'm going to go ahead and produce like at least a couple squads of these, and then maybe some miner turrets as well, and then maybe a squad of repair turrets, because those come in super handy as well for battles. So anyways, and I did forget one other thing that I didn't mention before. We do need pilots. So as you can see, each of these needs at least one pilot, and I do now have, I went and got some. I do have 12 pilots, so that's cool. All right, so that should work. So now let's go ahead and launch those, and they should, and there they go. So they'll salvage away. So I think that's pretty neat. And now what I also did, if you'll notice, I took off all of the salvaging turrets on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the captain now salvage whatever's in the sector. And I think it's a lot easier, and I don't know if it's a lot easier when they have turrets and they have salvaging fighters, like salvaging turrets on the ship itself and then salvaging fighters. But I find it's a lot better when they just have the fighters and or just the turrets. Like, so if they only have fighters and they only have turrets, I find it easier one way or the other. But I may be wrong on that. If I am, go ahead and let me know in the comments there. All right. So, anyways, orders and then salvage, and now that should now go away and salvage things with the fighters as soon as he picks up that money there. Don't make a liar out of me. Launch your fighters, buddy. They're there. Okay. I was about to say he's trying to figure it out, I guess. Alright, so I will just go ahead and let him do that. And after that is done, I think the last thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and start making Weeping Angel Command look a little better. So we'll start doing that. All right, everybody's back on, and let's go into build mode here and see what we can do. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to make the lines a little bit better. So, and I like the big winged look, so I think I'm going to put some wings on here and on here, and then kind of smooth this out a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what we want to make it out of. Let's make it out of titanium here. And let's just start with this.
Ready to lift off. Don't give it a second thought. Pack up your bags and let's get the fuck out of here. What if we flew to a sea of stars, out of the galaxy then beyond? Get some perspective on making the earth disappear. One night of making the hourglass stop, one night of letting the pressure come off. Finally, carefree. We'll do exactly what we want. No one can tell us that we're not immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Tonight, yeah, let's make a scene. We might be young, but at least we feel immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Ready, set, let's go. Head off to the light show. Let every beat of the bass take you further away. We'll make our own world. We paid our dues, yeah, I think we've earned a moment of living it up, even just for a day. One night of making the hourglass stop, one night of letting the pressure come off. Finally, carefree. We'll do exactly what we want. No one can tell us that we're not immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Tonight, yeah, let's make a scene. We might be young, but at least we feel immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Immortal. One night of making the hourglass stop, one night of letting the pressure come off. Finally, carefree. We'll do exactly what we want. No one can tell us that we're not immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Tonight, yeah, let's make a scene. We might be young, but at least we feel immortal. Tonight we're immortal. Immortal. Tonight we're immortal.
So I think it looks a little bit better. It's gonna get that little winged kind of design. We do need some more crew, so we'll go grab some more of that. And yeah, I like it. I'm not sold on the design, but I think that'll work for now. And yeah, I think, did that give us another slot, by the way? It did not. So we still need a bit. Okay. So let's go grab some crew. What is close, actually? Nothing's probably close. This guy here. Alright. Because we just need some vanilla crew here. We just need some, maybe they'll have some engineers. I don't know. Or mechanics, I should say. Alright, well I guess that's good for now. It looks a little bit better. Doesn't look a lot better. Looks a little bit better. Let's turn off the mirror so we can get a little bit better look. So yeah, I think that's okay. I kind of like the blue with the accent lighting there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not sold on the design, but it looks better than it did. It was very boxy. Alright, so I guess I'm going to leave it there, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and mine some more neonite because we definitely need some. Because we're still producing fighters here, so we need quite a bit. So 6,700, well, 6,787 for each of them. So we need at least, what, 12, 24, 25, 6, 7, 20, like 28,000, and we only have 5. So a little over 5. So I'm going to be on the search out for some neonite, and we should have some somewhere around here. Yeah, I see some right there. So awesome. So yep, that's what I'm going to do. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. And I know we didn't get to Boss Walks this episode, but we will definitely be on the lookout for him next episode. So yeah. So that'll be something there. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Comment down below if you have any suggestions for me, as you normally do. And I really appreciate those, by the way. Keep them coming. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.